snowy. It is so light outside. What? How did this happen so fast?
Welcome back to Svalbard, everyone. As you can see, the island is looking quite different. Gone is the endless darkness, and the light is finally starting to return after a beautiful and long polar night. If you haven't been here before, my name is Cecilia, and I live on Svalbard, an island close to the North Pole. And if you have been here before, welcome back.
Åh, hallå! Du är så glad idag. Har du sett? Sitter allting ute? Ja! Ska vi titta? Åh, herregud vad vackert. Oh my gosh, det är så coolt. Ja. Vi kommer. Oj, oj, oj. It is cold today. I don't know. It's the wind that is so icy. But look at this. Oj, fan, hur ska jag komma över här? Hämta benet då, så slipper jag hämta benet. Åh, nej. Nej. Woo! Nej! Åh, helvete! Ja, hämta det då! Hämta benjäveln! Vänta! Nej, den håller på att åka ner! Ja, här! Ja! Se! Och fy fan vad kallt! Nu tar jag den! Där bort är den! Benet! Ja, ge det till mig! Woo! Out of everything that this morning could have given me, it gave me the most. A lot of weather. Oh my god. Ja, här uppe har vi benet. Look at this. This is what we saved. This is his new favorite plushy bone från äventyr. And he keeps bringing it out, and then this is so light that it was on its way to blow in the ocean. Oh, it is so nice to be back home, but I'm not gonna lie, it was difficult. We've been home for a week now, almost like exactly a week, I think. And coming back to the polar night, because it was dark all day long when we came back, and this has happened in literally like 3 days, which is what's so like mind-blowing about this time of year, because it goes so quickly. This is the first day it has looked like this. Every other day it's been like a little blue, but today it feels like proper beautiful daylight. It's also cold. I had to change my gloves because I was suffering. But it's like -10 in regular temperature, and then it's the wind that's really, really cold on top of that. Åh, vackraste killen. Oh my gosh, I filmed his reaction to us coming home, so I'll show that now. Grim! Hallå min lilla älskling! Jag kom då! Åh, vad jag såg dig! Åh, hej! Hej min lilla älskling! Oj, här var det pin! Jag dör! Oj. Åh, har du sett den här då? Har du sett den? Den är till dig! A bit of pork. Nom. How cute. He was so like whiny, happy, barky. It was really, really cute to see him so happy for us to return, you know, but he had a really good time while we were away. Oh my gosh, today. Oh. And the peace and quiet. The peace and quiet. I think this will stay until maybe 2. I think we have like 1 more hour when it looks like this. I think I'm gonna send my drone up, shouldn't I? That would be the first drone session in I don't know how long. The winds are a little bit windy, but I think it's worth it. Oh, and the shoreline is full of frozen ice. Oh! Not gonna lie, like I said, when I came home from Miami back to the darkness after being like the perfect morning early girly for 2 weeks, I was so sad because I just couldn't make it work. I stuck to my really early schedule for like the first days, and then I had so much work and a deadline looming, so I just, I stayed up all night again and worked. But now that it looks like this, it gives you so much more motivation to actually get up in the morning and you kind of start the day early, which is everything that I want. But it's dark. It's a little bit more difficult when it's just like pitch black darkness. The sun actually officially comes above the horizon on the I think it's the 17th or 16th of February. So we still have a little while to go. That's in like 2 weeks. But we won't see it in Longyearbyen until March. That's when we have Sunfest. What do you think about the daylight? Huh? What do you think about it? Don't look so sad. Up with the ears. Ska vi gå på tur och äta godis? Ska vi gå på tur och äta godis? Det är världens vackraste dag idag och Grim han är vacker och han är bra. Ja! Oh. Grim is on a little bit of a diet. He came home from living his best village life, a little bit chunky. But that also means that he has really enjoyed himself. But he's not super heavy. He just needs to lose a kilo. A little kilo. Oh, settling in. Oh, let's throw the drone up in the air. First I gotta call the airport people to get it approved. My gosh, guys. Dagslys eller dagsljus. Babel are back sponsoring another video. It is one of the top language learning apps in the world and a great companion for anyone wanting to learn a new skill. You have seen me use Babel now for quite a while to up my Norwegian skills, and I must say that I'm getting the pronunciations pretty good now. Babyn blev født för 2 månader sedan. But this year I'm thinking of starting a new language. Babel teaches real-world conversations and lessons prepare you to have practical conversations about many different topics. Let me know in the comments which language you think that I should do. I'm thinking maybe Spanish. I'm from Sweden, so my mother tongue is Swedish, and my family moved to Ireland when I was around 11, and that is when I was gifted the skill of a new language. But I say gifted, but I was actually in EFL after school every day for like 3 months, and then voila, I was fluent. I can see a lot of similarities in those lessons in the Babel app. Hearing the language being spoken and then you also see it written on screen and then repeating it back is very helpful to just make it stick. Click the link in the description or scan the QR code on screen to get 60% off your subscription. Babel offer a 20-day money-back guarantee so you can get started right away. A huge thank you to Babel, and let's learn some more languages this year, and let's head back to the video. En blåval. Ja! Jag vet att du vill ut och leka. Grim will go out and play soon. Okay, do you guys want to see what books I bought? So many good ones. We have, vad står det här? Jussi Adler Olsen, and then we have something else here I can't see. Jussi. Brandon Sanderson. These still an incredible recommendation because this is a Swedish author called Niklas Natt och Dag. His surname means night and day. It's literally Niklas, night and day. These are historical thrillers about Stockholm in the 1700s, so in the 18th century. How wild is that? And they're really, really good. They're absolutely brutal. You have to be okay with a lot of gore. They are some of the worst, like, story-wise books I've ever read because they're so brutal, but it's history, you know? So this is what I got, my book haul. And I'm so excited to read Brandon Sanderson. I'm currently reading his Tress of the Sea? No, oh, I can't remember what it is. Tress, his new book. Really liking it. It's extremely quirky and very strange in a really good way. Oi, oi, oi. But you were still missing your fur around your neck. Have you noticed? It looks like you're wearing a hairpiece on your back. Eller hur? Tupé, a wig. Ja, it looks like that. Åh, nu vet du. Då får jag alla bus. Ja, är det skönt? Är det skönt? I was saying outside that it's, well, for me, coming back to the polar night again was so much harder than I thought. Like, it's fine when you're in the darkness for a really long time, and if you don't break that darkness, you don't think much about it. Like, I love it. But when you leave in January and then you get a normal daily rhythm, and you really get up in the morning, do everything, and your body's reset to that, and then you come back here with jet lag to the darkness. I just thought it was brutal because I had just, you know, gotten my rhythm back. And that also went like over a day in Miami, which I thought was so, like, I didn't feel tired by the sun. Like, it just felt like, oh, back to normal. That's what's so wild, isn't it?
No.
Like, it goes so fast.
No. The light is coming now.
Yeah. But like we said, you could easily, it's not a bad idea to go on vacation so you come back just to this. Like, if we would have come back 5 days later, it actually makes quite a big difference. Then we would have been back like yesterday.
Yeah.
Because I think that makes, like, then it doesn't really ruin the daily rhythm you created. Yes, and it's cold today, but it was so nice to go on a vacation. I think always I say that if it's possible for us and we can do it in January, that's one of the best months. Because it's the other months you don't want to leave. In February it's too beautiful, March too beautiful, April too beautiful, and then in May I usually leave again because I go to my parents if I can. Did you have a good vacation? People said you were glowing.
It was fun. It's a nice place.
We get any more explaining words here about your lovely time on vacation?
I had a really good time. I liked the food and I liked the place. And I think I can easily go back because I think it's much more to do. Busy days, but slow days.
Yeah, or just kind of like what we wanted to do. It was a really, really good vacation. And for everyone saying, why on earth would you go to Miami? Because we want to. We all have different vacation preferences.
No.
For us, it's perfect to go to a bustling city beach vacation when it's so peaceful here.
Yeah.
It's the contrast, you know? If you go to the store, the supermarket right now, there is nothing in the shelves. And this is not an exaggeration. Flight is late.
And the boat is late.
And the boat is late. So there's literally nothing. We're not talking on the dry shelves. They have still food. Like, you can get canned goods and everything. But we're talking everything fresh. Like, not a lot.
It's quite empty.
Yeah.
It's It's a lot of empty shelves.
Yeah, and in January there is a really long hiatus between it's the longest one of the year when from the shipping boats, 5 weeks instead of 2?
Normally it's 10 days, but I don't know what it was now.
Yeah, okay, so normally it's 10 days, but this one is not 10 days. I think it's maybe double. Let's say it's 20 days or something like that, because it's very long, which means that we get no food. So Christopher has been to, when we came home, he was like, yeah, I'm gonna go food shopping. And he just calls me, he's like, there's nothing here. Like, I can't buy anything. And again, we're talking about everything fresh. So there's no salad, there's no fruit, there's no, none of that.
Not much of.
Yeah.
You have some, but it wasn't that much.
Yeah. But again, it doesn't really matter. You can buy dry food, you can buy frozen food. There's so much else, but I just find it very interesting. And I think it's a luxury that we have as much food as we do in that supermarket. No. So it's kind of like we just wait for the boat and then it's okay. But I just find it really interesting that it gets to that point, because this time of year.
Beneath the shadows of this quiet town, I see you there, your feathers on the ground. Your eyes are heavy with the weight of the world. What's in a life you never could afford? Even if you never flown before, you can take.
In the afternoon, I headed into Longyearbyen to have lunch with my friend Julie. She works at one of the stores in the small little shopping center, so I picked her up from there and also got to say hi to Polka, the 13-year-old retired sled dog who was very busy being the best employee ever. I also picked up a new pair of skis, cross-country skis, because the ones that I have are really not ideal for skiing with a dog because they have a steel edge, and that steel edge can be very dangerous for Grimm's little paws. A friend of ours recently had an accident with her dogs and her skis, and that was enough for me to decide to get a new pair. So these lovely white skis from Åsnes are going to be my new ones. I will pick them up next week and then I will be ready to start the ski season. Julie and I had a lovely lunch at Café Fruene, catching up on everything that has happened since we last saw each other in December. After our lunch, I headed down to the town library, which is located on the main street, to try to find some inspiration for a project that I'm doing. The library has both Norwegian and English books. I think they might have some other languages as well, but a bit of a limited selection regarding new books, which is why I like to purchase my own when I travel. I also really like to own my own books because I feel like they become a part of my home, and I like to be able to go back and reread the books that I really liked. It is also one of the reasons why I don't have like an e-reader like a Kindle. I get more than enough screen time as it is, so for me holding an actual book is very important. I really like the feel and the smell of it, and the books that I don't think that I will reread, I either give away or I sell on our Facebook page, or I just loan them out to somebody who wants to read them. Also, a while ago, we're talking like a few years ago, I heard around town from somebody, I can't even remember how this happened. I heard that you could borrow a sewing machine from the library. And ever since, I've told Christopher like once a month, I'm like, did you know that I think you can borrow a sewing machine? Anytime we had anything we needed to fix, like the curtains that I should have fixed 3 years ago, I'm like, I think we should just go and get one of the sewing machines that I don't know if you can actually borrow. Well, today I found out. I asked the guy working in the reception and I said, is it true that you can borrow a sewing machine here? And he said, yes, it is. So that is one of the things I'm going to do soon. I need to alter some of our curtains, and I also need to fix some of Christopher's pant legs. So I will be, doing that. I will be borrowing one of those.